Hi everyone, this is Dr. Chhoda and welcome to this interesting and unusual episode of Ignition Time in which I highlight and I give you my opinion on Pewdiepie. He is a 30-year-old Swedish gamer. So he was born in 1989, and by the way, I rehearsed it, but I am simply not able to pronounce his Swedish name, so Pewdiepie fans forgive me. And this is an individual who has over 100 million subscribers on YouTube. The last time I checked, he had 105 million subscribers. Now, how did Pewdiepie's name come up in my conversation and in our channel with my subscribers? One of my employees is a gamer. He just loves gaming and he's playing a lot of video games. I've actually been trying to convince him not to play video games and try and invest in his own skills, and so far I don't think he's listening. But he talked about Pewdiepie and I said, you know what, let me look up Pewdiepie, because as far as I'm concerned, I'm 42 years old. I don't play video games. I honestly don't care much for video games. But when I looked up Pewdiepie, I was actually quite fascinated. And when I saw his video on his homepage, I said that this is something that we can all learn from and we can all emulate. Me personally, I'm happy to learn from anybody at any time because I think learning never stops. And when I saw his video, I figured there were a few important things we can all learn. But the reason I wanted to mention him was he continued to upload videos and he continued to add to his YouTube channel for over 10 years. Now that is the definition of consistency. I'm a big fan of consistency. I value and I respect consistency. Now, in all fairness, there has been a lot of controversy around him and around some of the things he's done, but I'm not going to focus on that, because for me, I want to focus on what we can learn and the positive attributes that we can take away from his story and his success. Some estimates suggest that he's worth between 20 and 30 million dollars. It could be even higher. So again, this is a 30-year-old Swedish gamer who started a YouTube channel over 10 years ago, who now has 105 million subscribers, and a lot of his subscribers are younger. They're all gamers. They enjoy playing video games, so that's fine. A lot of individuals make a lot of money doing that, which is fantastic. But again, I want to focus on what we can learn. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about three things. Number one, I'm going to tell you who is Pewdiepie, which I actually already did. Number two, what we can learn from him, and I'll get into that right now. And number three, why this matters in the world that we live in. So I'm on Pewdiepie's main video on his homepage at the time I'm recording this particular video, and the title of that video says, I hit 10 years of YouTube uploads. So let's take a quick look at his introduction, and it's a little bit out there, but it's fun and it's something we can learn from, and I'll tell you what I think should be your biggest takeaways, because I think learning never stops and we can learn from anyone and everyone, regardless of what your opinion is about them. Remember, I've talked about confirmation bias elsewhere in my channel. Confirmation bias is where your need to be right is much greater than your ability to recognize the truth. So I don't think we should dismiss, let's say you're not a gamer, right? I don't think we should dismiss gamers and say, what can we learn from a gamer? That would not be a good idea. But instead, if we can say, all right, let me understand what made a 30-year-old guy a success. What made a 30-year-old guy who posts videos to YouTube a success, a multi-millionaire, and what can I learn from him? So let's jump into that right now. This is Pewdiepie's video.
Welcome everyone. 10 years! 10 years! It took us 10 freaking years. We did it. 10 years. My channel just hit its 10-year anniversary. I've been uploading consistently on YouTube for 10 years, I think even longer. But technically I started Pewdiepie channel 10 years ago. Amazing. Thank you for watching. I wonder how many of you have watched for like 10 years. You literally grew up with me. It's pretty weird to think about. I sometimes see comments of people being like, alright, I watched you when I was like 14. I'm 20 now. It's like... I don't know why, that's so weird to me. Let's skip all the sappy shit. First, I want to just, I want to go through each year. I want to watch a video from every year that,
So Pewdiepie talks about his journey through the years. And so the one thing that really jumped out at me in this particular section,
I've been uploading consistently on YouTube for 10 years,
was the consistency. Imagine posting videos without interruptions consistently for a period of 10 years. How many people do you know who would actually do that? Individuals who are consistent, individuals who can allow time to make up for their mistakes, to make up for their inadequacies, those are the individuals that have the highest probability of reaching financial freedom. So what he did was he posted videos consistently for 10 years. That blows my mind. I've been posting videos consistently, honestly, for a few months at the time I'm recording this video. I believe that there's a lot to be learned from an attitude of a 30-year-old Swedish gamer who's been posting videos consistently for 10 years. How does this apply to you? If you're struggling, if you're out of a job right now, or if your hours have been cut, or if you're on unemployment, you've got to be consistent with your own skill development. You've got to be able to increase your skills. You must learn, you must improve. It could be something as simple as reading a book. It could be watching videos on YouTube to improve your own personal skills, whether it's investing, whether it's doing stuff around the house, whether it's doing different things that can add to your skill level. It doesn't really matter what it is. You need to find what drives you, what your passion is, because that is your responsibility to know what interests you, where you can add value. So he found value in posting YouTube videos, in doing whatever he does as far as gaming is concerned. I honestly don't even know exactly what goes on with his channel, but again, the fact that someone consistently did it, has over 100 million subscribers, did it for 10 years, that gets my respect. That alone, I think, is an important life lesson for all of us. In fact, I think there are many parallels between his journey and my own personal journey. You can check out the video on the homepage of my channel, youtube.com/ignition time, if you want to learn more about my journey. I moved to the United States with nothing, and I was able to essentially build a life of my dream over several years because I was consistent with the development of my own skills. I was consistent with surrounding myself with the right people. I did not have what I call as confirmation bias, which means I didn't feel that I was right all the time. I was always willing to learn. The important thing to remember is whenever you're around people, it's important to not be the smartest person in the room. And even if you are the smartest person in the room, there could be that one idea, that one strategy from someone standing in the corner who seems like they don't know what they're doing, that can actually completely change the game. So it's important to be very humble. I think the humility is very important in our lives. And for me personally, the fact that I was able to do a lot of those things, the fact that I tried to keep learning, and I'm still learning, by the way. Here I am, by many measures, financially free, but I'm still willing to learn, and I'm happy to share the lesson that I learned from Pewdiepie. And there's one more big lesson that we can learn from Pewdiepie, which is do something that you enjoy. Find your passion and do something that you really enjoy. I can speak for myself. I enjoy business. I enjoy numbers. I enjoy managing team members. I enjoy motivating people. And clearly I enjoy speaking, which is why I'm doing this on my YouTube channel. The question you need to ask yourself is, what is it that you enjoy? What is it that is your passion? Each one of us brings a different and unique gift to the world. It is our responsibility. It is not someone else's responsibility. It is our responsibility to find the thing that we enjoy, to be able to nurture it, to be able to grow it, and then to be able to use it in a profession that then allows us to add value to other people and then to make money in the process honestly and ethically, which is basically what he did. So I encourage you to do what you enjoy, to find what you enjoy, to use this unique moment as a moment of self-reflection, to find something that you enjoy and then use that and then achieve your financial dreams. It is possible. I can help you get there, and my goal with my YouTube channel, with Ignition Time, is to give you ideas, strategies, and to give you information to help you reach that success. So let's listen to Pewdiepie towards the end of his video. This is another important takeaway. The first takeaway was consistency. Imagine consistently posting videos for 10 years. Respect, Pewdiepie. And then towards the end, he says something really significant, and I hope that you can pick up on it. Let's listen.
Ever would have thought I would be able to do. You know, going on talk shows even and all this stuff. It's kind of insane to imagine. But I feel like, though, as I've done all that and done all these things, I realize at the end of it, what I enjoy doing is creating content just for my channel. I've always prioritized that. Even as busy as I've been, I've always put that number one. And I'm really, really glad I still enjoy it. It's kind of crazy. And I know this sounds really cringe and cliche. I think cliche is more the word, because I've said it before. But I wouldn't enjoy it if it wasn't for you guys for watching. I really mean that. I still enjoy reading the comments. I laugh a lot at it. Some of you are funny. Most of you are not. Most of you! Especially, especially the spam one that says the same thing. That's comedy gold, guys. Well done. I really enjoy those. Oh God, did this bump it for you guys? It pushed it out for you guys subscribers. No way, it didn't. It already has 1 million views. How did that happen? This is the most confusing thing. I accidentally published this. That's hilarious. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you. Subscribe.
So there was another important takeaway there, the importance of community. We need to be able to surround ourselves with the right people. You need to make sure you surround yourselves with the right people, find the right mentors, find the right guides, find individuals who support you, find individuals who constantly encourage you. So that is one thing that Pewdiepie talked about as well. And he was referring to his community that was commenting on his videos. Speaking of community, I appreciate you for watching. You are a part of my community. Please comment below. I read most of the comments. Now the comments are starting to get into the tens of thousands. So it's hard for me to read every one of them, but I'm going to do my absolute best because I enjoy reading the messages in the community. In fact, the messages that you type, they actually encourage me because I feed off of the energy of my community. So I appreciate you so much. Thank you very, very much. I want you to please click like below because it does help me. It does help the channel. It does help the YouTube algorithm. So if you would take a minute, actually if you would take a second, it only takes a second to click like, that would really appreciate that. Also, please click subscribe and please enable notifications so you get instant updates about my videos going forward. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Appreciate you. Bye.